like in a mood today, and it's because I'm having an eczema flare. For those of you who don't know what eczema is, it's when you have abnormally dry skin, and when your skin is dry for anybody, it's really uncomfortable. But anyway, so I'm having an eczema flare, and like I've said in a couple other videos, I work in childcare, and kids tend to point out any flaw. And when I say any flaw, I had an eczema flare today, and I was at work, and I'm doing my thing, you know, I'm teaching the kids this and that, and then one of them says, "What happened to your feet? What's wrong with your hands? Why you got that?" So they kind of took me down from a positive 10 to a negative 2. But I guess I'm not as far, or maybe it'll always bother me. I don't know. Either way, it just reminded me that I guess I'm not as far as I want to be with it. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of just share with you guys and anybody who is watching this video who has felt like eczema is the end and there's no cure. It's not ever been a situation where I felt like there would be a cure. I always felt like I would live with this, and even though I've seen videos on Facebook and YouTube from other YouTubers saying that they found the cure, for me, I know that it probably will never go away because my eczema is triggered by other allergies that I have, with whether it be outdoor, indoor, or food related, so, or even emotionally triggered. So for me, eczema is just a part of my life, and so I find ways to cope and to manage and to live with the way that my skin is and still feel good. So I just want to, you know, kind of talk about that a little bit and let you guys know that you're not the only one if you're feeling like this, and you don't have to feel like there's nothing that can help it. Something else that really helped me is to make sure that I know what type or what types of eczema that I have. And I said types is because there's more than one type of eczema, and you can have all of them, or you can have one, or you can have two. So for me, I kind of have a mixture of all the types of eczemas that are out there. I also have vitiligo, so a lot of the parts of my body where it was more eczema prone, it became a part of the vitiligo skin. Then really showing signs of vitiligo when I was a child, but anywhere else other than the area where my eczema was, is what I'm trying to say. So that is a part of my little struggle that I have going on. Honestly, if your skin is prone to being dry, the last thing you want to do is let it be dry. And the lotions that I use all the time is Lubriderm, and I mix that with olive oil after I take a shower. I don't shower for more than 5 or 6 minutes. I know some people will hear that and be like, dang, that's not long enough. Well, when you've had eczema as long as I've had, which it's since I was born, really, you kind of have to learn how to wash your body in enough time before your skin dries out. And I like to use warm water, but any more than warm will dry my skin out. So for those of you who have eczema, taking 5-minute showers is absolutely a necessity, and not using extremely hot water. If your skin starts to itch when you're in the shower, that means your water is too hot and your skin is drying out. before I completely dry off, put the olive oil all over my body because that'll seal in the water or the moisture in my skin and rehydrate. And then I use the lock method just like on my hair because I'm a natural girl, you know. I use the lock method on my body just like I use in my hair. So it's water, then oil, then my lotion, and then I repeat that process with the oil and the lotion. That way I make sure I am sealing in as much moisture as possible. And I do this at night and I do it in the morning, but I don't do that second go around of the lock method on my skin in the morning because, you know, you're wearing clothes and you don't want to be sticky and sweaty and all that stuff and having a lot of buildup. Stay away from, if you have food allergies like I do, and you know that eating certain foods can cause you to have a flare, try to stay away from those. I'm guilty of eating dairy all the time, and I know that that's something that flares up my skin, which is probably why I'm having an eczema flare now. And I love macaroni and cheese. Sorry, I just thought about it. I love macaroni and cheese. I love cheese, period. And eating cheese is not good for me because I'm lactose intolerant, 1. And 2, I have eczema and it definitely flares up my skin. So I'm not supposed to have it at all, but I still eat it. Okay, anyway, but just saying, if you know those are the things that are not good for your skin or your body, you know, it's going to affect your eczema. Stay away from it, okay? Emotional stress. I cope with my emotions by, and I picked up this as a child. I really did, because it was just natural. You know, you scratch with your eczema because it itches, and it became an emotional trigger for me because when I would get upset, the first thing that my body would start to do was itch because I got upset. And so sometimes when it was a relief. It absolutely was a relief. I started to feel a little, I would scratch myself and it would hurt my skin, but emotionally I felt better. So I had to get that in check. As an older Soraya, and let myself know that those are not the ways that you cope emotionally. But for some of you who may still be young, or you're my age or older and you still are using scratching as a coping mechanism for stress or for emotional struggles, then you definitely want to try to get that in check. So try not to scratch. Try not to scratch. Try not to scratch. I say try because I know it's hard. And those are just my rough tips. You know, this wasn't really a video where I was having a whole lot of structure. I just want to talk to you guys and let you know that you're not the only one. I go through it too. It's really hard. Everything comes rushing back telling you guys this, and it's like, wow, I really been dealing with this for 23 years of my life, and I'm getting better. I know I am. I'm not where I want to be. I don't know if I'll ever be able to just completely brush everything off, but I have gotten to the point where I can wear my skin out. I know that sounds funny, but it's like, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't feel confident enough to wear my skin the way it was. I always was trying to cover up. I was the kid that would have on leggings in the middle of the summer with shorts on top of them and sneakers and whatever else I could find, long sleeve, whatever, to cover up my skin. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what? These flip-flops are cute. These sandals are cute. This dress is cute. I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna feel confident in my skin about wearing it. And if somebody stops and asks me what it is, that's okay, because it's an educational moment for me to explain and let somebody know that people are different and they can still be beautiful. I hope you guys learned something new. If you didn't already know about eczema, like I said, this wasn't really a detailed oriented video about eczema, so if you guys want to hear some more about it, or you have questions and you want to know specifics about eczema, just let me know and I will gladly make a video, another video about it. So thanks for watching, and this is my eczema hands. As you can see, I love my hands because I work with these hands. These hands do everything for me, but I do have eczema on my fingers, and I know you can see the little dark areas, and that's a part of eczema, but it's okay. So I will wave my eczema hands at you and say peace out. Okay, bye.